Good morning, everybody.
Morning!
Alright, so this morning Mitch and I have headed out. We're going on an adventure, a bit of a walk and then a drive. Let us share our experience with you.
Stay tuned.
So we have quite an interesting feature here of animals adapting to their environment. You can see there are two very obvious paths. One here and then one that I'm sitting on right now. These two paths are actually at different levels. Where I'm sitting is quite low, where this one is quite a bit higher. It's almost like there is a low water path. When there is no water, animals will use this one. But when it's the summer, when it rains a lot, this is likely to fill up with water. And then animals move on to the high water path right here. Something that has always amazed me is the ability of our bodies to regenerate after they've been hurt and fix themselves. What's amazing is that trees do the same thing. You can see here all this bark that's been removed. This is animals rubbing their horns, sharpening their claws, and in so doing, they're actually hurting this tree. But the tree, just like us after we've scratched ourselves, it regenerates, it fixes itself. This area here is likely to have been an area that was somehow damaged a long time ago. And the tree has fixed itself around it. The bark has grown and the tree is looking great and still alive today. So we've just dropped down into Bushmans Gorge, and where the outside of the world, the main part of the reserve and the plateau we just came from, is very much in autumn with vegetation that is busy pretty much getting rid of its vegetative parts. In the gorge, the amount of water that's still here and the protective aspect of the rocks around us keeps this gorge very much green and lush much later on in the season. And you can see these aloes that we've just found here that are actually flowering right now, which is something that's going to attract a lot of nectar feeding birds that haven't got any food left in the main areas. So what we found here is an interesting sign of an animal that is very elusive and we see very rarely, and that is an otter. If you look around here, there's a nice pile here and a nice pile closer to you there. And those are all remains of the exoskeletons of crabs. Freshwater crabs that occur mostly in these rock pools that you have here. So you can actually see a little leg. Yeah, I'm trying to orientate it. There you go. A leg that is quite identifiable. There's a pincer here. So yeah, some nice remains and proof that the otters do exist, even though we very rarely see them.